Hey everybody. So this video is for Taylor Bud. I mean, anybody watches it, I guess it's for you too. But it was inspired by Taylor Bud, and we recently exchanged. I mean, I left a comment on his page, and he sent me something back saying, it was a video he did, and he actually was rapping, and he did a good job rapping. But he had a picture of him playing football, and I was like, hey man, it might be a little bit more of a powerful performance if you showed your face. And he replied back saying that you have to sign up and pay for his Patreon in order to see his face. And I've already expressed I don't think Patreon's a good idea. I don't think people should be charging people just to watch them. I mean, I think it's really arrogant, and it's just like I just don't like it. That's just me. I don't vibe with that. But it's like he's also like when somebody like him, because he's been very adamant about being detached from the system and being a breatharian and da 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 da. And he even used that lyric in the song that I commented on. And it's like, I mean, we're all attached to things. First of all, it's levels of attachment and detachment. But if you, saying you're so detached, I mean, but you're still charging people just to see your face. I mean, it just seems ridiculous. I mean, I'm saying this to Taylor Bud because I think that you are a spiritual leader, and I do think that you probably wrote the Tao of Chang. I mean, I think that's who you are, reincarnated in this time and place, to come here like many of us did to help humanity out. And you have helped humanity a lot. A lot of people look up to you, bro. So my hat goes off to the good work that you've done. However, like even that song that you uploaded and you shared with people recently, like it had a very dark theme associated with it, bro. And then you leave a response to my comment, which I started off a little harsh, but I also apologized to you and gave you props too afterwards. But your response was, if you want to see my face, you have to pay for it. So it's like you're totally just selling your fucking image and your body, just thinking that you've got something that's so much valuable that people really got to pay currency at a time when people are hurting for finances and resources to see your face. And it's just like that just is like not really a very high level of detachment. And again, I'm making this because this is somebody who has spoken on how detached that he is, and it's like you really ain't detached. Like all these breatharians, like, oh yeah, that we just breathe and we breathe, but we still got to have our fucking luxury apartment and our luxury vehicles and all of our super expensive organic foods and all our toys we like to play with. And I mean, it's like wow, you guys breathe really well and you don't eat very much, but you still want to buy all this fucking shit and support this evil infrastructure. And it's like, so that's an attachment in a lot of different ways. So it's like just people that just say that they're detached, like, okay, I mean, we're all detached from certain things, but you got to be more specific and you got to get more down to the levels of detachment. And then also, like, what are you attached to? Because we still all have to be attached to something. You can't be on this planet and not be attached to breathing, to drinking water, to eating food, to having to use the bathroom, to all these necessary things that it takes for a human being just to be. So anyway, but this video, the intention was just to, honestly, I'd love to work with Taylor Bud and anybody and everybody else to try to figure out this fucking solution for humanity, bro. Because it's up to us, the people that know better, to share that knowledge with the rest of the world. Because a lot of these people in these high up places, they get orchestrated if they try to do what we're doing. So it's like it's in jeopardy of their good finance, which seems to be, I mean, I hope that they change their minds and their hearts, but most of them seem to just care more about their own financial abundance than they do about helping out the majority of the populace, which is sad. But again, it's just the time that we're in. So people like Taylor Bud and myself and others who aren't quite as financially well off, but have a lot of information and a wealth of experience and maybe even a heart to want to share with people, can and I think should share with people and help develop ideas and be there for people to help lead them. And like, especially at a time now, like more men standing up that are in like our age frame, because Taylor Bud's, I think he's 7 years younger than me, but he's still in that, youthful manhood stage of his life to where you could be a very good, and you are a very good example for men, and they'd follow you and you could help lead them and orchestrate them the right way, not in some fucking tyrannical, like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that, just like influence, like speak to them. Like you see somebody doing something silly that it's not good for their health, just talk to them about it. If you see somebody potentially starting some trouble that could grow into something more, talk to them about it. If you see somebody slacking off on something, talk to them about it. But you can also do so in a loving way that's not chastising them and like hating on them and making them feel shitty about themselves, just to like, hey bro, like what's going on here? Like you got to realize it's the demon in them. That's where it's like Justin used to always tell me, it's very good advice. Look to the Christ in people, like speak to the Christ in people, look to the love in people. Don't focus on the demon, focus on the love. Talk to that part of that individual and you'd be surprised at the results. That's what Pops did when he disarmed. I say disarmed, he didn't actually disarm him, but the dude was about to rob us both with a gun, and Pops just went up there with nothing but love and was like, what's up? I'm from New Orleans, man, we got guns too. And it was all love though. Like he wasn't like, yeah, we got guns too. It was a very loving, it was all love. And it totally diffused the situation and it ended up turning that dude's fucking head totally around. So flipping the script. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.